The National Football League has many great fan bases, from the New England Patriots in Boston to the Los Angeles Rams in California. But the fan base that I want to talk to you guys about today is the fan base that I'm a part of, and that's the Minnesota Vikings. Commonly, Minnesota Vikings fans wear jerseys and hats to games or tailgates. They have throwback jerseys like the ones they wore back in the day, or the new edition jerseys like these. They can be personalized or of their favorite player. As you can tell, I am from Minnesota, and like most Minnesotans, I am a Minnesota Vikings fan. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what being a Minnesota Vikings fan is, and why I am a fan. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about my jersey and my hat, and a little bit about the history, and then I'm going to wrap it all up and tell you why it's important to me. As you can see from my jersey, the color of the Minnesota Vikings is purple. Now, the purple has been around since the team was established. I got this jersey about three or 4 years ago when my dad bought it for me for my birthday. I chose the purple color because it really kind of represents what Minnesota is. My hat, as you can tell, it's not a Vikings hat, but it might as well be a Vikings hat to me. I started wearing this hat one game, and they ended up winning. So ever since I started wearing this hat, the Vikings have a winning record. The Vikings also have a very rich history. They were established in 1961. We can see their history run from the Purple People Eaters of the early 1970s to drafting now Hall of Famer Randy Moss with the 21st pick in the 1998 draft, to last year's Minneapolis Miracle, where Case Keenum threw a walk-off touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs. Now that I've told you a little bit about the history of the Minnesota Vikings, I want to tell you why it's important to me. I have been a Minnesota Vikings fan since I was born. I bleed the purple. I have been a fan through everything, but sometimes they make it hard to watch. From when Brett Favre threw an interception in the NFC Championship game, and sending the game to overtime against the New Orleans Saints, where they would kick a field goal going on to the Super Bowl, which they would eventually win, kind of broke my heart. Or when Blurt Walsh missed a chip shot field goal in the NFC wildcard game, ending the Vikings season short again. I couldn't even watch. But through it all, I have stayed loyal to my Vikings, and I've never wanted to be anything but a Minnesota Vikings fan. They have taught me a lot and to overcome adversity. So, as I've mentioned about my jersey, that's why I personalized my jersey, is because I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that I was proud of my Minnesota Vikings. As my speech comes to a close, it's time to wrap it up. In conclusion, I have been a Vikings fan since I was born, and I've never wanted to miss a moment of it. Today I told you about my jersey, where I got it, and a little bit about my hat, and the history of the Minnesota Vikings, and then I wrapped it up and told you why it's important to me. So as me and other Vikings fans lay in wait for the Minnesota Vikings to finally win their first Super Bowl, we will never stop watching, never stop being loyal, and never stop going to games. So as I close my speech out today, I want to leave you with the Minnesota Vikings fight chant of Skull.